Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be an Adventures with Plastic Crack video, and I am displaying here a 1970 World of Barbie Trunk for Barbie and her friends. This is a gold version. I thought it was more mustardy, and I don't know if it came pale like this when I cleaned it or if it was like that. I did clean it. It's still kind of dingy and a little bit beat up. But I bought it, it's missing the handle on the top too, because it's got these stickers here on top of it. Clearly from literally from 1970. So it's missing the handle. It's a big trunk. It's still got the aluminum band here with the flip lock clasp. And what I store in here, this is actually the yellow one, is kind of rare. I think they're usually pink. I've got a couple of holiday dolls. So maybe I won't move the camera yet. I'm gonna zoom in on these after, but this is a 1991 Happy Holidays Barbie. She is one of the couple of major prizes in my collection. My friend found her for like $7. He got me for Christmas or my birthday or something one year. It was a never removed from box. The cellophane was rotted and crushed, and she was in the box in mint condition. Unfortunately, I've had her for a few years now, and her velvet is starting to turn rust colored. It's oxidizing from the beautiful midnight green, and I've got some of it up on her bow as well. I didn't take the rotted rubber band out of her hair because it was melted in there when I got her, and she just had fiber hair. She is one of the most beautiful creatures ever produced by Mattel. I'd like to get the black Barbie too. She has a Christie head mold, 1987 Christie head mold and green eyes as well. Absolutely stunning. Right now I just have this lovely. She came with her own stand. She's got a little bag here. It's sort of like crystals and sequins. Anyway, she's one of my few favorite dolls, and I had wanted her forever and ever. And during the 90s, I was doing a lot of collecting in my teens, and this would have still been about $600 at that time, but like I said, my friend got a sweet deal and found her for $7, and I can't believe it. So it pays to have good friends sometimes. So this just, her hair is a little flat from being in the box for so long and then in there, but she just, oh, she's so perfect. I love her. Ugh. So I have this McDonald's figurine, the 1997 10th anniversary Happy Holidays Barbie. Came as a brunette, and this is the little McDonald's. I will zoom in on that after. Little McDonald's version of her. I used to have the blonde Collectors Club edition and the brunette, and I got rid of them in the purge. I might get the black Barbie eventually, just to have the doll again, although different from what I had. But I've got the little McDonald's one now, and she came with a little wreath-shaped stand, and I've got hot glue on it because I had hot glued her to it, but her feet popped off because they don't actually stay in there unless you glue her onto it. She's just loose right now. And I bought this Hallmark pin. It was made in a later year, I think. Yeah, 1997. But it's actually the 1994 Happy Holidays Barbie. There was a brunette edition that was a Disney convention special, but the blonde was the regular edition. Like a 35th anniversary special. So I've got the little pin here, little Hallmark pin. And this doll is actually a couple of different things together. So I used to have the 1996 Winter Fantasy Barbie in both blonde and brunette. She had a gold and white ensemble. And I also used to have 2 Porcelain Holiday Barbies. I had Holiday Caroler Barbie in green, and I had Holiday Ball Barbie in brunette. So this is the brunette Winter Fantasy Barbie. She has the same face screening as a 1994, I think, Donna Karan brunette Barbie, except she's got green eyes instead of brown. And so this is Winter Fantasy Barbie with her earrings, and I've got her hair slightly restyled, but it's mostly in the original setting. I need to comb out her hair. It's kind of flat, but it's a little bit frazzled too, but mostly she's just been on display and in different boxes and trunks. She's wearing Holiday Ball Barbie's dress and little pantaloons and shoes and her little bolero jacket and the necklace as well. So, oh, and I put the fan in her hair. She carries a fan, but I put it on her head as an accent. This Holiday Ball Barbie had a chignon on top of her head. So this is she's got like a red crushed velvet, and I was just feeling this. So I have like a $200 doll dress on like a $40 doll. Just because that's how my collection survived the purge. Is I recombined a lot of stuff. So I have an unusual holiday system going there. So that's what I keep in that case, and I'm gonna let me move the camera and then I'll zoom in. Get a little closer to everybody. So let me hold up this little McDonald's stuff first. So here's this little wreath, and you can see the hot glue where I glued her feet on. They're much wider than the little setting, and she didn't actually stand on there. So here's her little feet are kind of bent. She does have a waist that turns, and her arms go up and down. And does her head does turn from side to side. So this is, I think she's about the same size as the 1993 style that first had rooted hair, but she's got a different head mold. Let me see if I can zoom in on her more. There we go. It's about as good as she's gonna look because she's so small. There. So 1998-ish McDonald's of the 1997 Happy Holiday Barbie. So we over here. Nope. Okay, I'm probably gonna move her in a second though. Put her here. Okay. Alright, so there is Winter Fantasy Brunette Barbie, 1996. First edition Winter Fantasy, because there was a second one in the series a couple years later. This is Holiday Ball Barbie's dress. Crushed burgundy velvet. Or actually, it's more maroon than burgundy. It's got this like weird late 90s taffeta, I guess. I don't know. Really fancy gold braid. So that's what she looks like. Let's put her ring on. She's so pretty though. A lot of brunette Barbies ended up being kind of fail with the superstar head mold, but that one is top quality. Alright. So here's this stand here. 1991 Happy Holidays Barbie. That's her absolutely stunning face paint. You could see not only the rotted rubber band here, but the oxidation. Gorgeous. Her bag isn't oxidizing yet, but her shoulders are. See the oxidation of the velvet. There's some samples of this doll where the entire gown has gone rust colored. So she's got sort of like a burnt orange, red kind of situation going on. And eventually, I suppose this whole thing is no longer going to be green, and I'll either have to dye it or like paint it or fabric paint or something. But beautiful midnight green. I love her. And let me zoom in on this pin, and then we'll close this up. There we go. So I guess that's about as good as that's gonna get, because it's real small. So that's what 1993, I won't keep doing it. 1994 Happy Holidays Barbie is wearing this dress. It's kind of similar to what Winter Fantasy Barbie wore in 96, but not quite. Winter Fantasy wasn't quite as fancy as this, but it's still like double layered with gold and white fur like that. And just for funsies, this is the kind of brush you would see in the 90s with Barbie. They have different ones now. In the 80s, the bristles were a little bit shorter. Late 80s, they would have been about to here. But this is the 90s. I had a ton of these, and I've only got a few of them now. I got rid of a lot of them. I had them in all different colors. Alright, so that's what's in there. And if you want to see more adventures with plastic crack and other dolls that I've customized, although that one I didn't really redo, I just redressed her basically. Combined pieces of different dolls. But if you want to see more, check out my doll customization folder of my DeviantArt gallery, and the rest of the adventures with plastic crack, because you'll be able to see the other dolls. If you want to help keep this running and want to see more content like this, you can go over to Patreon. I don't have a lot of doll content on there, but I do have that one how it's made video, although that's open on YouTube because I put it in the sample folder. But you can also hit the tip jar there, paypal.me/CATtheMinion. I also have Cash App and Venmo. Those are both CATtheMinion as well. I do tarot readings as well. I've got merch and prints and coloring books and actual art items here in my catalog. Drawings, paintings, stuffed animals. I got a foam lotus. I have a lot of psychedelic stuff. Some of it's fashion design. So that's all that stuff, links and descriptions and pricing and so on, is going to be in the description box of my infomercial video, which is going to be linked below this one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.